Mastering ISO IEC 12207. ISO/IEC 12207 ignites operational excellence. Which strategic objective does an organization aim to achieve by implementing the ISO/IEC 12207 standard, specifically in terms of enhancing its operational excellence? As I sat in the conference room, surrounded by the top executives of a major software development company, I couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. They had invited me to help them implement the ISO/IEC 12207 standard, a monumental task that would require a significant overhaul of their operational processes. But as I looked around the room, I sensed a palpable lack of enthusiasm. It was clear that many of them saw this as just another bureaucratic exercise, rather than a genuine opportunity for improvement. But I knew better. I had seen firsthand the transformative power of operational excellence, and I was determined to convince them of its potential. So, I took a deep breath and began to tell a story. Imagine, I said, that you're driving on a road with a lot of potholes. You're constantly swerving, braking, and accelerating to avoid the obstacles, but it's exhausting and stressful. That's what it's like to work in an organization that lacks operational excellence. Now imagine that same road, but this time it's smooth and well-maintained. You can drive efficiently, safely, and with minimal effort. That's what operational excellence can do for your organization. The room was silent, but I could see the wheels turning in their minds. I knew I had their attention, so I pressed on. Operational excellence, I explained, is not just about following a set of rules or procedures. It's about creating a culture of continuous improvement, where every individual is empowered to identify and solve problems. It's about streamlining processes, eliminating waste, and maximizing efficiency. But, I warned them, it's not a quick fix. It takes time, effort, and dedication. It requires a fundamental shift in mindset, from a focus on individual tasks to a focus on the overall system, and it demands a willingness to challenge assumptions and question the status quo. As I spoke, I could feel the energy in the room begin to shift. The executives were no longer just listening. They were engaged, asking questions, and sharing their own experiences. I knew I had them on the hook, so I reeled them in with a practical example. Let's say, I said, that your company is struggling with delays in the software development process. Instead of just blaming the developers or the project managers, you take a step back and examine the entire process. You identify bottlenecks, inefficiencies, and areas of waste. You work with the team to redesign the process, streamline workflows, and eliminate unnecessary steps. The result? You reduce development time by 30%, increase quality by 25%, and free up resources to focus on higher value activities. That's the power of operational excellence. The room was abuzz with excitement now. The executives were nodding, taking notes, and asking questions. I knew I had convinced them of the potential of operational excellence, and they were ready to take the next step. Over the next several months, we worked together to implement the ISO/IEC 12207 standard. It wasn't easy. There were challenges, setbacks, and moments of frustration. But we persevered, driven by our shared vision of a more efficient, more effective, and more excellent organization. As we worked, I saw the culture of the organization begin to shift. Individuals began to take ownership of problems, rather than just passing the buck. Teams began to collaborate, rather than working in silos. And the entire organization began to focus on the bigger picture, rather than just individual tasks. It was a remarkable transformation, and one that I will never forget. And as I looked around the room, I knew that these executives would never forget it either. They had learned that operational excellence is not just a standard or a set of rules, it's a way of life. Implementation of the ISO/IEC 12207 standard enables an organization to strive for operational excellence by streamlining its software lifecycle processes. This international standard provides a framework for organizations to establish, implement, maintain, and continually improve their software lifecycle processes. The standard's focus on process-oriented approach helps organizations to achieve operational excellence by ensuring that all software lifecycle processes are defined, controlled, and continuously improved. Operational excellence is a strategic objective that encompasses a set of principles and practices aimed at achieving efficient and effective operation of an organization. It involves the continuous improvement of all processes, resulting in increased productivity, quality, and customer satisfaction. In the context of software development, operational excellence is critical to ensure that software products meet customer requirements, are delivered on time, and are within budget. By implementing the ISO IEC 12207 standard, an organization can enhance its operational excellence in several ways. Firstly, the standard promotes a process-oriented approach, which enables organizations to define, establish, and maintain a set of software lifecycle processes that are aligned with their business objectives. This approach ensures that all software development activities are planned, executed, and controlled in a systematic and predictable manner. As a result, organizations can improve their operational efficiency, reduce errors, and enhance product quality. Secondly, the standard emphasizes the importance of continuous improvement. It requires organizations to establish a culture of continuous improvement, where software lifecycle processes are regularly reviewed and improved. This culture encourages employees to identify areas for improvement, propose changes, and implement them. Continuous improvement helps organizations to respond to changing customer needs, adapt to new technologies, and stay ahead of the competition. Thirdly, the standard stresses the need for stakeholder involvement and communication. It requires organizations to identify, involve, and communicate with all stakeholders throughout the software lifecycle. This includes customers, users, developers, testers, and maintainers. Stakeholder involvement ensures that their requirements are captured and their expectations are met. Effective communication helps to prevent misunderstandings, ensures that all stakeholders are aligned, and facilitates collaboration. Fourthly, the standard provides a set of guidelines for managing and controlling software projects. It covers aspects such as project planning, monitoring, and control, which enable organizations to manage their software projects more effectively. This includes setting goals, establishing schedules, allocating resources, tracking progress, and taking corrective actions when necessary. Lastly, the standard emphasizes the importance of measurement and analysis. It requires organizations to establish metrics and benchmarks to measure the efficiency and effectiveness of their software lifecycle processes. These metrics and benchmarks help organizations to identify areas for improvement, track progress, and make informed decisions. In conclusion, the implementation of the ISO/IEC 12207 standard enables an organization to achieve operational excellence by streamlining its software lifecycle processes, promoting a culture of continuous improvement, ensuring stakeholder involvement and communication, managing and controlling software projects, and measuring and analyzing process performance. By achieving operational excellence, organizations can improve their productivity, quality, and customer satisfaction, ultimately leading to increased competitiveness and business success.